crisis or boom market? What the hell is going on in the world? We're not going to analyze any of the news, but we are going to talk about cars on Bring a Trailer and what's going on with prices. This is Bid Nerds. The bidding starts right now. Bid Nerds is your YouTube car game show. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new Bid Nerds. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is John Polnick. We are coming to you live from the Container Park in downtown Las Vegas in the Romi studio, and it is a full house, full studio tonight. Everyone is here. Unfortunately, our partner and good friend, Michael Deeb, is not feeling well tonight, so we want to reach out to him and wish him well. Everybody give him a text, say something in the comments, and hopefully he will be back here on Wednesday. But in the meantime, right next to me is, look at who do we got there? I had to see who was actually next to me on the screen. This way, that way is Romi Mirza. How's it going, Romi?
Good, JB. How's it going with you? I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm sorry it took me so long to be here. You know, it's just I'm in semi-retirement, so I had a lot to do. A lot.
It is his busy name on the door, people. I mean, right below Romi is our good friend Sahand the Persian Pillow, direct from San Francisco here in Las Vegas. How are you, Sahand? What's going on?
I'm surviving.
You are. You're making it. We have had one hell of a weekend. We'll get to a little bit of that. And over next to you, who's that? That is Gary Lea, the president of the Las Vegas PCA. Gary, camera over here. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
There he is. Yeah, there it is. All right. That was kind of a chef moment for folks.
Totally.
Chef in there in the show. Thanks, guys, for joining us tonight. See that? That's how big a deal Michael Deeb is. I need 3 people to fill his shoes.
Wow.
And it is going to be a clunky night. Get ready for, I don't know, this is going to go off the rails really fast, I think, everybody. The theme tonight is what's going on in the market. Is it a crisis? Is there going to be a boom? Half the people in the world are freaking out. The other half of the people are, what's going on? I don't even know that anything's happening. So we're going to talk about the prices on Bring a Trailer. We always start off by going over the predictions that we made on the last episode. And before we do that, I want to shout out to the Nerd Herd and everybody hanging out with us live tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. You know, the Super Chat button now works. I don't know if you know, apparently none of our fans understand how that works, but you can hit the Super Chat and pay to have your chat up on the screen. And, you know, I don't know if you want to support the show like our friends at Hippie Sips do. Gary, you got a can of Hippie Sips over there? Let's see that can of Hippie Sips. Hold on. Hold it towards the camera. I'm going to put the camera right on you, maybe, unless... Oh, maybe I didn't set that up ahead of time. There, Hippie Sips. Crack that sucker open, guys. Let's see it.
This is going to go bad real quick.
Gary, is that Hippie Sips and tequila?
Going downhill now.
Love it. All right. This is the first time someone on the actual show has drank Hippie Sips, and we, like, during the show.
Really?
Oh, did Buddha drink it once?
I think Buddha did.
Buddha may have drank it
I'm
once.
sure.
There. Okay.
Yeah, I'd
All
say
right.
Buddha do it.
How was it? How's their first taste of the Hippie Sips?
I can't wait for my shipment to arrive. I've been waiting.
That's right.
The real answer is groovy.
Oh no, this is really good. And I'm not a mango person, but I'll drink this any day.
Nice.
Maybe all day, too.
There's some vodka above the slot machine over there if you want to spruce it up here. Gary's angle here for you guys, we kind of have like a BTS tonight. You can kind of see my screen so you guys can see how we do this thing. All right, let's get to predictions from last episode. Let's go over the cars, and then we've got a bunch of really cool cars to talk about tonight. I think it's a really cool mix. Look at that, our first Super Chat, Tasso. What's he say here? I got to do the thing. I got to click the button. Does it? Of course, it's not working. We're giving him a star. All right, Tasso. Look, is that working? There it is. Boom! Look at that. $1.99. You are awesome. Thanks for being the first official Super Chat. Michael Deeb is in the chat. He is on a lot of Vicodin, guys. He should probably be hitting it up with the Hippie Sips behind that. Deeb, I think you should have to pay to be on the show tonight. So you go ahead and all right, we're going way long on all the opening stuff here. Let's get to the cars. Sahand is going to do Deeb's job and introduce the first car from the last episode. What do we got?
Ooh. All right, so first car from last episode is a 1990 Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. This is one of claimed 650 8 examples of the 21st anniversary variant. This was sold new in the U.S., relocated to Canada in 2023 before returning to its home country in 2025. This is a 1,500-kilometer car, 900 miles. It's finished in Rosso Sevilla over champagne leather and is powered by a 5.2-liter quad-cam V12 and a 5-speed manual transmission. It's limited slip, 15-inch OZ multi-piece wheels, further equipped with pop-up headlights, scissor doors, a gated shifter, electronic climate control, and an Alpine stereo to finish it off. It's this car is available out of Ohio currently. No, I take that back. It's being sold by Legendary Motor Car out of Lancaster, New York. Back to you, John.
Nice work, Sahand. Everybody give it up for Sahand.
Yeah, way to go,
He did
buddy.
a nice job pulling off the Deeb work there.
I had
All
to
right.
look up Sevilla, so.
Well,
Deeb, you're fired.
if Deeb were here, he would actually know how to pronounce some of those words.
Rosso Sevilla, that was good work.
Yeah, that was good stuff. All right, so look, we had Michael Deeb. He took the first bid on this thing. These have been really strong. He said he thought it would get to $800,000. I took the under on this car because I'm a little worried about the market. I'm a little bit worried about what's going on in the news. So I'm very, very bearish. I just took the basic under. I went $1 underneath him. The classic.com says this is a $535,000 car, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I don't know where the hell that number came from because we are seeing Countaches go for much more than that recently, so I don't even know if that's been updated, but I'm going to give everybody a chance to give it a shot. Romi, what do you think the 25th anniversary car went for?
Well, I mean, they only made, how many of those did they make, son?
600.
600,
Give
something
or
like
take.
that?
Well,
yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
it's a nice car.
claimed.
I mean, is it extra money if you have the wing? It doesn't have the wing.
Well, I mean, that's a good question, right? Because the wing delete makes it more rare. So a lot of types of cars, that should make it more rare. But in this
Possibly.
case, it's possible. So that is much, yeah. So what do you think based on
Anything
that?
named Rosso, I like. I like. It's good. And what was the number on it? I'm sorry. What was the number you said with JP?
I went with $799,999. So I took $1 under $800,000, which is where D was at.
Yeah, I was going to say 750, so there you go.
Okay, there you go. So you're taking the under me. How about you, Sahand? What do you think?
Well, I mean, agreed. I think this is a beautiful car, and I think the market on these have shown that they're going up, right?
Yeah.
So I think the 500 is way off base. I actually had already bid 750, so I'll go under Romi at 749.
Nice.
749. All right, Gary, you get last bid. What do you think?
Well, I missed Wednesday night, but I did watch the show post time, and I looked at this car, and I like the wing delete.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people will dog it because it doesn't have the wing, but I think it gives it a real, especially with the 25th, all the add-on strakes and stuff. I thought that it looked better with the wing delete, and I was, when I looked at it, I said 750. So I will go 775 on it. I think it should bring that much at least.
Good number. All right,
number.
guys. 775. Let's hear who would be closest to the mark. Someone's going to have to. Who had the lowest number? Was that you, Sahand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be really shocked at this car. This car only brought $705,000 a hammer.
Wow.
And it actually sold at that price, you guys. This car had 40 bids and is in someone else's garage at this point. So,
JP.
Romi, what do you make of that
JP,
result?
yeah, I was going to ask, like, do you think the market's going soft on these now? Because for a while they were crazy.
Well, I mean, look, we have seen. Hold on, let me bring this car back up so you guys can take a peek at it again. Sotheby's had one of these back in May of 25, sold for $1.3 million.
There you go. Wow. Yeah,
The car from Wolf of Wall Street, the actual car, that thing brought $1.6 million. Now that was a famous car, so maybe but those were both anniversary cars. Do you guys think that it didn't bring the number because of the wing, or do you think it's market stuff? And then also, I think one of the nerd herders was telling us, I can't remember, somebody told us last time. Deeb, you're watching. Who told us that this car actually was recently listed somewhere else? So it may have been burned before. Sahand, what do you make of that result?
I mean, I can't really speak intelligently to people that spend $500,000 or more on cars, but like as far as like how their personal economy is doing. But this is about as nice an example of this car as you could find, as far as I can see. So I would assume that this is top dollar today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Gary, hold up that Hippie Sips can, really, and
why
put
I'm
that
here.
right towards the
why you're here.
camera. I believe that this car is the Hippie Sips deal of the week. $705,000 for a Countach. When we're seeing Murcielagos bring in $1 million, I mean, this car should be $1 million car. I thought that maybe this was a marketing exercise. My partner Michael Deeb thought that the assets were really poor, that the photos they didn't hold up to how good this car is. Gary, I'll give you the last word on the car.
I think somebody got a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't think that $600K is a wing. So my feeling is that perhaps with everything going on, the market might be softening a bit. But whoever thought that this would go for $500,000 needs to lay off the Hippie Sips.
Or drink more, right? I mean, you know.
Well, they'll be happier with themselves being that far off the mark, but it's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
It's going to be in somebody's showroom collection. I don't think it'll see the road much. But, but what a beautiful piece.
Randy B was the guy who gave us the heads up. I think between Randy and Gary, I don't know who's the Yahtzee king right now, but it's probably Randy. He gets a lot of Yahtzees. He's the one that brought it to our attention that this car has run at some live auctions and has failed. This car is probably burnt, so whoever has it, it's their car for a while. This car cannot come back to market for at least a year. This thing needs to stay away.
Yeah.
All right,
JP, do you think, real quick, do you think that the people who are buying these cars eventually do drive them? They break down and they drive like crap, and they're like, oh, they're not really worth this money. What did I
remember,
do to
this
myself?
car doesn't even have 1,000 miles.
Yeah,
on it,
that's
does
why
it?
they didn't
Yeah.
take pictures of it anywhere. They
That's
literally pushed it out of the parking garage and took the pictures. Were they going to drive it to take pictures of it somewhere nice? It doesn't
No,
make sense.
because it wouldn't be able to be driven.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
They wouldn't make it back.
They would have to tow it.
Got a trailer it somewhere.
Flatbed.
All right, guys, what do you think of the result of the 25th anniversary Lamborghini Countach? Was that the Hippie Sips deal of the week like we think it was, or do you think that was too much money for a car who has seen too much action? Let us know in the comments. And all right, Sahand, let's move on to the next car. This next one is very interesting. This is the Volkswagen. It's queued up for you. Go for it, Sahand.
All right, so the next car is a 1990 Volkswagen Golf Rallye G60. It's one of roughly 5,000 examples produced worldwide between 89 and 1991 as a homologation model for Group A rally competition. It's a wide body, supercharged 1.8 liter four-cylinder, 5-speed manual transmission with synchro all-wheel drive. This one's finished in blue over black upholstery. This example went through a full cosmetic and mechanical restoration. So it's a rare example of Volkswagen's motorsport-inspired homologation specials, and is being offered for auction out of Canada. And it's showing an odometer of 113,000 kilometers.
Yeah, look at the underside of that car. This thing is definitely restored to a very high degree. All right, so let's talk about this here. Let me pull up how much this... All right, so what does Classic say about the rally car, guys? Looks like Classic thinks these things are worth about $40,000. My partner Michael Deeb thought $33,000. I came in at $29,660. Now, to be clear, we were very low. We were very bearish on this car because it is in Canada. So for someone to bring this car across the border, they're going to have to pay probably 20-25% in VAT and
Tariffs!
Tariffs, there it is.
Tariffs! Massive tariffs.
So with that said, Romi, what do you think the car brought?
I don't. That's a really good question. I don't know. That car is cool. I mean, first of all, it's cool. I mean, but it is a Canadian car. I like it. I like what they did. I like everything they did with it. It's supercharged, which is hilarious. Is it like a low pressure supercharger? I don't know.
Well, it is the powertrain from the Corrado. It is the stock
I
powertrain.
see.
That is what
That
these
is
came
cool.
from the factory. Yeah, they never brought them here, so that's why they're super rare. Even I forgot that the G60 was in this car. I thought it was only in the Corrado.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say 32,000.
32,000. All right, Sahand, where are you at?
This is every like Volkswagen kid's wet dream. This car is perfect. Like everything about it. It's a perfect example. The wheels, the stance, it's just a great car. But to your point, it costs a significant amount of money to bring it into the States, and that's where the big market is. I wasn't as bearish as everybody else. I thought it was going to fail to sell at $35K. That was my guess.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, we're also talking about the fact that this car is on P-Car Market, which is a very underperforming
you left
platform.
that out.
I know. How did I not mention that?
$10,000.
Yeah, Rami's like $42.
$12.
All right. Gary, your bid. What do you think?
I gotta stop laughing first.
The Hippie Sips is kicking in.
No, not even close. But we'll get there. When I looked at it, I thought, "Wow, what a unicorn!" And then I saw Canada, and I went, "What a donkey!" But the car is beautiful. It's my colors. If it was in the States, I'd take a run at it. But I would think, even with the Canadian issue, I'm going to go 34,500 because you're not going to see yourself at every stop sign coming and going, not even in Vegas or Miami or anywhere else.
That's true.
And it's a hot little ride. But I guess we'll see what the general public.
Your number, one more time, what was your number, Gary?
34.5.
34. And Sahand, what was yours?
35.
35. Oh, man. You should have went a couple of bucks over. You would have beat Sahand. Sahand's our man in studio, but it looks like Kevin Bodeman took this in the Nerd Herd.
Nice.
Because this car, of course, it's on, P-Car Market. This thing failed to sell. No big surprise there. But the number will surprise you guys. This car actually hammered for $48,779. So it really performed well for the platform. I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was mildly interesting. At the same time, over on BaT, last week on the this was today. Sorry, I thought it was earlier in the weekend. But this 89 Rallye Golf, a black one in Greece of all places, sold for 43,000 euros. We don't usually see European cars, or at least we don't usually see cars in Europe listed on BaT. That's kind of rare.
Yes.
But 43,000 euros, that's about $50,000 in American dollars for the moment. Maybe tomorrow it'll be 80,000 American dollars. But in the meantime, this car did really well. This car is much more stock,
cleaner,
though.
yeah.
It's not a restoration. It's more of it looks like the engine. I didn't really go over this listing all that closely. I just thought the number was interesting. Is there a market, you guys? Do you think, because look, P-Car Market sucks. We all know that. But it still got to $48,000. It's in the chum bucket. The seller wants $80,000 for it in the P. I think that's too high. But is this a $60,000 or $70,000 car? If this same listing were on BaT and the car were on this side of the border, what do you think, Romi?
I think it came with a side of souvlaki, and then that's what changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
You're gonna have to explain that one. I have no idea. The joke went over my head.
It's okay. Isn't it from Greece?
It is from Greece.
Yeah,
Souvlaki? Is that a? I always thought it was a.
No, this one's.
Isn't souvlaki from Greece?
It is. No,
Or spanakota?
Spanakopita. Yeah, there it is. Slovakia. Okay, I get it now. I'm a little
my
slow.
goodness.
Sorry. I'm not into my Greek. That's a dessert, right?
It's good food, man. It's good food. And it's very good food.
Sahand, what do you think?
Is there a market for $70,000 Golfs of this vintage? Is the question that I would ask. I mean, it's really cool, and I then again, everything is $70,000
at $48,000, right? Which is what it hammered at. That means that person that was bidding on that anticipate what's 25% more than that.
Yeah,
You're looking at $60,000, $70,000. So that person was prepared to be out of pocket somewhere in the high 60s for this car.
Right, but then if you're talking about 80, now you're talking about 100 and something.
That's crazy.
Well, no, I'm saying that if they're prepared, yeah, exactly. If they're if they're prepared, so because that person not only is prepared to pay that $60,000, but they're also prepared for the headache, right? They're gonna have to ship the car, they're gonna have to wait, they're gonna do paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So that means, okay, you want a discount if you're gonna have to go through all that crap. So I think if one of these were actually inside America and in this exact car, if it were on the American side of the border, I think this car could, in fact, get that $80,000 or very darn near it. How about you, Gary? What do you think?
Well, I think because of its uniqueness, I actually thought it would go 50, perhaps. But then I looked at, the cost of bringing it in from Canada. Now you're talking about really nice.
We just said that. That's what I'm saying. So if it's here, if it's in America, is this a $70,000 or greater car?
I don't think it is, because I think then you're starting to look. This is somebody who appreciates German cars. They're also looking at a lot of other German cars at the same time. It's $70,000. What kind of 911 can you buy for that?
But someone bid $48,000 on this car, Gary. That means they were prepared. They're paying with 25% on top of that. They're paying high 60s for this car.
Struck a nerve, didn't I?
You sure did.
I'm trying to do the math here. I'm not on Hippie Sips. I've got Dr. Pepper over here. I'm all jacked up on caffeine. What do you guys think of the Golf R? Let us know in the comments below, and let's move on to the next car. Sahan, what's queued up?
This one is very exciting. We've got a 1977 Chevrolet G20 headrest conversion van. So this van is a G20. It was outfitted by Gehring Vans of Elkhart, Indiana. So the van remained with its original owner until 2025. So it was recently purchased from the original owner. It's a Chevy 350 double barrel carburetor.
Sweet.
3-speed hydromatic. It's Cordova brown with sunset graphics. The van has a slew of features that no one will ever use, including a sink and a mini fridge. The rear sofa has probably been used before, and it's probably too many times. It's got a rear table, swiveling middle row, 15-inch turbine wheels, CB radio,
Sick.
possibly working air conditioning, and an AM/FM cassette stereo. This is for sale out of Glenville, California.
Of course it is.
Does it have an A-track?
On an Arizona.
I think it does.
Does it really?
I think it does have an 8-track in this thing.
And it says AM/FM cassette, so but
It's got lights on the running boards. I'm sold.
It's got a sink. What else do you want?
Yeah, sold.
Yeah, a lot of DNA in the shag carpet in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let's see here. I've got to get to a
Does the
different
interior
thing
have like
here.
a giant wolf painted in it?
It might. Guys, stand by for a second here. We're having a little bit of a technical issue. As you can see, we lost Sahan's camera. I'm going to go... Stand by. I'm going to go... Romi, talk about the van here. I'm going to get to the interior of the van, and I want you to tell me about how much time you've spent in a place like that.
I can tell you I used to run away from those vans when I was a kid. That's for sure.
Dude, I want one right now.
It's got what's with the sailboat motif on the side? I don't understand. What are they trying to go for? It's like sunburst with the sailboat. Did you guys see it? Why would they
You're
do that?
lacking
Any
vision,
of that?
Romi. You're
My lack
lacking-
of-
Wait, hold on.
And
You
duty
claim-
brown interior, duty brown outside. I
You
don't
claim to
understand.
be
What?
from you've
that?
lived through the 70s, and
Wow.
you don't
I
know
was
what the sailboat's
little.
for?
I was a little kid.
Have you ever heard of a thing called, I don't know, yacht rock? Duh.
I don't know anything about rock and roll. What are you talking about?
Romi, you don't want this?
Sailing, take me away.
I want this.
You want this?
I
You know what I
want
want?
this van.
I want that center console. That thing is sick. Oh my
Dude,
god!
I want this van.
When your cup holders are 3 feet away from each other, you know it's good. Like that. Look at that. That's
Well, look,
amazing.
this is
A lot
a
of drugs have been done off that.
1977 truck. They didn't have cup holders in anything back then.
That's true, but you had to have it in the the van. The van. Was it a conversion van? Is that what they called
well,
it?
Yeah.
the interior was converted.
Yeah,
right?
a conversion van.
Yeah.
yeah, someone had a
started-
piece of wood in a wood shop with a router and cut that out.
Yeah,
right? Just a-
absolutely.
Not a okay. All right.
Individually.
It started as a panel van,
It totally started as panel van.
and now we're in my era.
Yes.
So
Please school us.
Yeah, Gary, we'll get.
if JP goes off again, I'm going to go across and straighten him out.
Get a calculator, Gary.
Well, I'm just sitting here enjoying my hippie sip. Now that I know I'm going to be on the under attack, the strategy will change.
Okay.
Actually, I used to
Part of
paint-
being here.
I used to paint those murals.
Stop it.
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of custom airbrushing and
Pinstriping?
Yeah, and that you take a black light into that thing, it will be day glow all day long. You'll need sunglasses.
Like I said.
And there's a reason for the sink, Sahad. That's
Oh, all right. All right.
saying.
Family friendly, Gary.
it is family friendly. It's not a good like you ran from it. That was smart.
I did run from
but
it.
I actually that was my era.
I was taught by my brother, like, you see one of those vans, you run, Romi. I'm like, okay. No problem.
I don't know what the bidding was on this at all.
Well, hold on. We'll give you last bid. Let's get to the numbers
Very,
here. Let's get to the
very
numbers. We got to
Gary.
move on here. All right. So Classic.com says this thing's $22,000, which shocks the hell out of me. Deeb said 19,770. And I actually went higher than the Classic. I love this thing so much because I wanted to own it, but I really think this belongs on Marketplace for like $8,000 or something. Yeah. But I went 24 grand. Sahand, what do you think?
So I want this van.
Right?
I want this van. Different than you, Romi. When I saw this van in high school, I wanted to get in it because I knew that there was drugs being done inside of it, and so I had quite a bit of fun in my teenage years in one of these vans. So I have good experiences.
Different perspective.
That being said, I thought it was going to bring $20,000, John.
All right, Romi, what do you think?
Oh my God, 12 grand.
12 grand.
All day long.
Gary, what's your number? You are the king. You would know.
You would know.
Yeah, if this thing gets beyond 15, I'd be really surprised, and it has to be somebody who's really nostalgic like me.
Or very lonely.
When I was graduating from college, my dad showed up in one of these, and I found pot seeds in it.
That checks.
I learned it from
totally
you,
tracks.
Dad. Damn you.
I just went, now I know for sure. I always thought you guys, but now I know. So nostalgia plays a big role in these things, but I'd say 15 grand tops.
15 grand. All right. That is the winning bid because this thing hammered for $14,001 and failed to sell with 20 bids. Disappointing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of shocked about that. Romi, what do you think of that result?
I think it's absolutely perfect.
Good. We're going to move on. All right. Lots to talk about. We're going to move on from the van. All right. What's the next car on the list? Sahand. I almost said Michael Deeb.
You almost did. I heard it.
Yeah,
in lieu of Michael Deeb, we've got a 2006 997.1 911 cab. This is a 6-speed car. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's Arctic silver, metallic over black. But it has something special under the hood, I should say. This is an LN Engineering 4-liter flat 6. It's got Olin's adjustable coilovers, aftermarket exhaust, let's just call it wheel and tire package that leaves something left to desire, but it is an effect nonetheless. It's a 3.6. It is for sale out of
It's actually not a 3.6. It was a 3.6, but now it's a 4-liter. Originally a 3.6.
Yeah, originally a 3.6 car.
It's a 4-liter?
Now a 4-liter. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're great. Those motors are fantastic.
Yes.
But so it's upgraded. It's got 100,000 miles. It's clean title, out of New Jersey, and looks to be a private party, John.
Yeah, the seller of this car was definitely not as clean as the title. This guy was such a tool. She's like, if it doesn't sell, I'm going to make it an RWB, bro. And he was not confident. Like, I actually went on there because I kind of like this car. Deeb and I were both like, man, if this car could be bought for the right number, you could swap out those wheels, and you've got a great powertrain, you've got a great car, you could have a lot of fun kind of be able to drive carefree, but you kind of want to see what this car drives like because, man, this thing could be a rattle trap. There's so many things that you want to kind of get over, and a video would really help that. When I asked the seller to provide a driving video, it was like, bro, I don't want the cops to have like evidence or anything, man. I don't believe in videos. It's like, okay. With that kind of information, what do you think of this car here? Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you guys the bids real quick from Deeb and I, and we'll get to numbers on this one because we got to move. Let's see here. This car is on Cars and Bids as a reminder. Deeb's number was 27,997. He was being cute. I went over. I went 29,997, being even cuter as I am. Classic.com says that this car is $37,000, but they didn't see the wheels. So with all of that, Romi, what's your bid?
That car is a typical New Jersey car. It's like, I'll put a steering wheel on it, some wheels, and a seat, and I'm going to charge like $10,000 more. That car's terrible. I say 30.
30. Sahand, what's your number?
I think my bid previously was $26,000 is what I had written down.
Yeah. All right. Not very confident on this car. Got to love how the carpet's coming away from the trim there. Gary, what's your bid on this? Now, Gary, so everybody knows, has a 997.2 cab. His is an S, so he knows a thing or two about 997s. What is your bid?
This is the first gen 2006. The motor takes away the IMS bearing problem. I might go as high as 31.
31. All right. Well,
that's a bargain.
Drum roll. That would be a bargain, right? I mean, that's a lot of car for 31 grand. I would almost
bagging.
Yeah. All right. Despite the seller being a complete and total jackass, this car way outperformed. You guys are you all sitting down? Take a swig of Hippie Sips. This car with 60 bids did $41,200 where it sold. That is, Romi, what do you think of that result?
I think he got what he deserved.
Really? You think he deserved 41 grand?
Yeah.
All right. Son, what do you think?
I mean, that's probably less than what it cost to build that motor.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
So, like, you could have just bought the car and took the motor out and put it in your car and sold the shell, and you would be in a good spot.
Yeah, in the mic, buddy. That's what a lot of people in the comments were talking about. Gary, what's your take on that?
I totally agree with Sahand. The motor's worth that. But it just goes to show you that with any Porsche, especially any 911, climbing the way they are, some will get through and get more than maybe they deserve.
Yes.
All right. I like what Gary said.
That's exactly what I meant.
Oh, that's what he meant. All right. More than he deserved. All right, guys.
I redeemed myself.
Nice work.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. It is time for new predictions right after this. Hey guys, you're probably looking at your watch and wondering if Bid Nerds will ever end. So you better talk to our friends at Our Smiths to make sure your Rolex, Tag Heuer, AP, or any fine timepiece is in tip-top shape. Our Smiths, fine Swiss repair. And we are back. It is going down in the casino and in the studio. Here we are in the container park. I am so excited about the cars we're talking about tonight. Thanks again for everyone being here. We got the Hippie Sips flowing.
Yes.
And we are going to make some predictions. All right. Sahand, are you ready for the first car on the list? What do we got?
Definitely not. Okay, so we've got a rally style 390 FE powered 1949 Lincoln 9EL Club Coupe 5-speed. Deeb wrote this title. This is insane. That's so many words. Wow.
This car is being represented by our partner and good friend, Michael Deeb, for the record.
This actually really cool looking car is a Lincoln Coupe, and it was refurbished in the early 2000s by a prior owner who entered it into the 2006 La Carrera Panamericana endurance race.
Oh, cool.
In 09, the 390 FE V8 with 406 cylinder heads and an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake manifold and Holley carburetor was installed. The transmission is a Tremec TKX 5-speed, wonderful transmission. Supporting mods include a Dynatrack rear end, Detroit True Track diff, ATL fuel cell, MSD ignition components, Bassett Racing 15-inch wheels, AFCO dampers, and Willwood disc brakes. Cabin's been outfitted with a roll cage, a Momo steering wheel, racing seats, fire suppression system, and a JVC head unit. Acquired by the current owner in 2018, this custom Lincoln is now offered by the seller on behalf of the owner in California on a clean title. So this is coming out of San Rafael. This car is so cool in person. Side note.
So yeah, I was like, what the hell? It looks like it belongs to American Graffiti. And now, after hearing all that,
Yeah.
You know, Romi laughed when he saw this car, but here's the thing. This car, of all the cars that we're talking about tonight, I guarantee you this is the most Romi of cars on the list. These things are so much fun to drive. Deeb is friends with a group of guys that have done this kind of treatment on a number of these 40s and 50s cars.
Cool.
They had a 54, I want to say it was I don't know, some kind of Chrysler NASCAR thing a couple of years ago that I got a chance to drive. And, you know, you look at something like this and it just looks like a pig. It just looks like it's going to be 10 trillion pounds, right? But you get in it and you start driving and like, oh my God, they're so nimble. They corner, they're fast, they're torquey. Romi, you would love this car. This thing would have been so much fun on the Route 66 Oatman drive that we took over the weekend.
Yeah.
What do you think of this thing?
I love it. I totally was wrong. First impressions, there you go, right? Like, I was completely wrong. It's amazing. I was like, is it a V8? It says V8 on the side. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
but then I
couldn't
heard what they did to it, and that's amazing. Like I want to bid on it. I want that car. Did it sell already?
Not yet.
Ooh.
Not yet. It's coming.
Oh,
Sahan, what do you
oh.
think? What's your take on this, on the old
Wow.
I saw this car in person a couple of times over
You
the
did.
last couple of weeks, and it's super cool. It's super cool in person. I mean, the 390 FE is probably 450, 500 horsepower at this point with the heads and the carbs and all that. This thing's probably hilarious.
Yes.
Like, it's probably super entertaining. TCAS is a great transmission. It's got good suspension. It probably shreds, and shredding in this car is probably one of the more hilarious
Hysterical.
things that you could do. I find it very entertaining.
I got to go back to the driving video. That is just
Yeah.
so much fun. Gary, what do you think of the Lincoln?
I love it. It's if you grew up in the time that I did with the Panamera, the Carrera,
Yeah.
these cars went down there and kicked some major league behind. Mainly because they were Detroit iron, they were bulletproof, and you just hardly could destroy one. And I think it's cool as hell.
That's very good for me.
It is.
I destroy every car.
Yeah, this is that's a good
I love
point.
it.
This
I
is the
love
kind
it.
of car that would actually withstand a Romi beating. Like, I don't know if you could break this car.
Ooh,
Challenge accepted, right? There it is.
Challenge
All right.
accepted.
Let's go bid on it.
All right, let's get to some bidding. Speaking of bidding, I guess I'm going to go first since my partner Michael Deeb isn't here. He actually filled out the bids for us. Let's take a look and see what Classic says about what this car should be. Classic, oh boy, yeah, Classic says that this is a $35,000 car. Deeb did not bid on this because he's recusing himself, of course. So
Of course.
very good. He is the seller of this car. He is the representation. You know what? I think this thing is gonna obviously be well above what the classic numbers are all based on like normal cars, not these race cars. I think this car is obviously a race car, and because of that, when you look in the interior, it's got a lot of roll bars and all kinds of stuff in the race seats. Let me see if I can get some interior pictures for you guys. I didn't really show that. So from a use case point of view, this is definitely something that is for a rally. It is an enthusiast car. This is not something that you really want to drive on the street there much, unless your name is Romi. Yeah, you kind of need a helmet or something like that. I think that's going to hold it back. I think if it didn't have the roll cage in it, and it was a little bit more street ready on the interior, this might be a $60,000 car because it's so darn cool. But I think the way it is, I'm going to come in at $44,000 and hand it off to you, Romi. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's great. It's got everything. It's got everything that's done right. Like you can do this with any car, right?
Yeah.
This is what guys do, but sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But it looks like in this case it's worked out really well. I love it. I mean, I would pay $50 for that car.
Well, you might you might have a shot to do that.
That's
And
a
this
cool
car has
man.
provenance too,
just
right?
because I like it. Like it's more of an emotional bid, right? It's just
Yeah.
I like it. I would pay for that because like my Porsches are like that. I like race cars. I like cars you can take on the street and thrash the hell out of them, and they're gonna take it and go home and not blow up in your garage.
Sahan, when does this close? Do you know? Did you?
It
happen-
closes in 2 days.
in 2 days.
Ooh.
Romi, we have time. We can get on an airplane tomorrow and go drive this thing. I think we should.
We should.
Let's go dial up JSX. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I don't have American cars, so that's
Well,
gonna be
there you
great.
go, right?
There you go.
This would be the one.
This would be the one.
Sahan, what's your number?
This thing is super cool. I absolutely would have no interest in a 1949 Lincoln at $35,000, but I think this is probably like a stock one is what I mean. But this car is amazing. It is all the things, and you could take the roll bar out and make it more, So I'm gonna go 43,500.
This would be so cool. All right, Gary, I see you in this thing. What's your bid?
Nostalgia sells, especially old dudes like me. So I'm going to go 49,000.
Let's go.
49 grand. All right.
Let's go.
I am not even
Providence.
kidding, Romi. I just want to see you drive this thing. I can hear the Romi laugh now. This would blow your mind. I had no, like when we drove that Plymouth, I was like, there's no way. This is going to be lame. This is going to suck. And I had the biggest grin on my face.
Yes.
Yeah, this would be really cool. All right, let us know what you guys think the Lincoln will bring. Good job to our partner Michael Deeb. Great listing as always, great assets, and it's fantastic to have that driving video because, like a few people have said in the comments, that driving video is going to sell this car, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, let us know in the comments. And before we move on, because you guys just saw how great that listing is, just to let you know, if you have a car that you want to list on Bring a Trailer or Cars and Bids or one of the auction platforms, and you want a listing as cool as that one, you can give the Bid Nerds a call, bidnerds.biz. We will sell your car for you on the auction platforms. A happy ending for every auction. All right, what's the next car on the list? Sahand.
The next car on the list is one that is close to my heart. On Cars and Bids, we have a 2009, so this is pre-facelift Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG sedan. This car has 83,500 miles. Title, it's for sale by a private party out of, Farmington Hills. So this is an 09 C63, so W204 generation C-Class. This was a full, this is the first time that AMG built an entire car from the chassis up, right? So it's a 6.2. This motor is fantastic. It makes all the noises, as anybody that has driven with me already knows.
If you remove the exhaust pipe, this isn't as loud as yours.
Even so, that
they
engine
still make great
just
noise. Even, mine was, long tubes, but yes.
And spitting particulate all over my car when I was driving behind you.
Among other things.
Fantastic.
But yeah, this is a great car. It looks to be clean, and it's currently sitting at $15,250.
Wow, that's a lot of car for that kind of money. Romi, you happen to know a thing or two about 63 powertrains.
Yes.
What do you think of this car?
I absolutely love this car. When I was younger and I was running around working my butt off, every once in a while, Hertz would rent these.
Oh my God.
It was awesome with that shoehorned engine, the naturally aspirated. And every time I took it out, I made everybody in the car puke. Everybody puked. Like out the window, get me out of the car, because it had so much torque and it was so much fun. Those seats are so comfortable. This is my favorite C-Class out of all of them.
A lot of car for the money.
A lot of car for the money, and they're like, and you're getting it for nothing. It's incredible. I just want to ask one more thing. Do you guys have any more of those Hippie Sips?
That was the last one in the fridge. Sorry,
we drank them all.
Yeah, I think there's one at the condo, but sorry, didn't know anybody else was ready for some Hippie Sips tonight.
It's all right.
Help yourself to anything else up there. There's liquor and all the kind of. You guys, if you're ever in Vegas, come and see us. We've got basically a full bar in the studio here.
Yeah, drinks are on me.
I think drinks are on Romi. All right, Gary, what do you think of the C63?
I'm not a big fan of AMGs. I've owned them. And I had a C43, which was a thrill in a straight line and detached your retinas with the brakes. But everything else about it was problematic. What did you say it was sitting at now?
15,250.
Yeah, we're not ready for bids. We're not ready. We'll give you last bid.
I'm just trying to think about this one. I think the 63s were a good car. That was one I would have considered owning. So it was light years ahead of the 43.
Yes.
Just completely different platform and everything about it. So that car, I'd take a run at that.
It does crazy donuts.
I know.
Donut machine. All right, what do we think it's going to bring? Let me pull that up here. What's it at right now, Sahand?
15,000.
15,000.
How much longer?
Oh, sorry. It's got 2 days remaining.
All right. And Classic.com says this is a $29,000 car. It's my job to go first. I am going to say, look, it doesn't look like it's the cleanest one in the world, and the presentation is pretty poor. I would like to have seen better photos. This seller is definitely the kind of person that would have benefited from hiring the Bid Nerds. This car needs a little bit more romance, a little bit more like, hey, this isn't just a regular, a lot of people don't even pay attention to something like that because they are kind of under the radar. That is a badass car. It's not just a regular C-Class.
If you drive it.
If you drive it, right, exactly. So you got to kind of sell the fact that it can do those things. I'm gonna say, you said it's at $15,000 already with 2 days ago.
That's correct.
Man, I'm just not a big believer in this platform with this particular car, with this particular listing, but I do like the car. I am going to hit it right under the classic number. I'm going to go $28,063. Hand it off to Romi. What do you think?
I mean, my original thought was 17.5, but after hearing that, I mean, maybe I'll go to 20K.
20K?
Yeah.
All right. Sahan, what do you think? You're the guy that knows.
I honestly, I don't know how many Hippie Sips they're drinking at classic.com, but I can tell you for sure that there are at least 10 of these on Marketplace in my area that have been for sale for a year.
Wow. So they're just not moving.
They're not moving, and there's a fair few of them.
Well, how many miles does this one have again?
80,000. It's
That's
not a
not low miles,
car. It's
yeah.
not a low mile, and it's not facelift.
Oh, it has 80,000?
This
Yeah.
is so.
Can I-
This is
can I
not
retract my bid?
facelift. It still it has the issues that the pre-facelift cars has in the heads. So
Yes.
this is a suboptimal. Like the dash is not as good. Facelifts. I've seen facelifts like not selling at 23 and 24,000. This may go for 17, 18,000, but I would direct anybody who's bidding on this car to look at Facebook Marketplace in the Bay Area because they can find one cheaper.
You get two of them for the number that Classic says.
Yes.
Gary, you get to take advantage of all that information. Last position, what's your bid?
21.5.
21.5. All right, so you still think it's got somewhere to go. A lot of car for 20 grand.
Fun car.
That's what I keep thinking is there's somebody out there that'll look at this and go, I couldn't get any more for that kind of money.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 grand is the new 5 grand these days. All right.
Really?
The nerd herd's all over this. We got people going everywhere from looks like the lows, somewhere in the 22s. Chris Carbine owns a car dealership, so he's staying 22,630.
Hi, Chris.
What's up, Chris? They're down in, I think they're stuck in Texas. They just finished that rally down there.
Oh, nice.
And then looks like on up to 33, looks like the highest bid in there. So we'll see on this one. All right, guys, let us know what you think on the Mercedes and how much time we got. We got plenty of time. All right, let's move on to the next car. What do we got?
Next car on Cars and Bids, 2004 Volkswagen R32. The high school dream car for me, I tell you what.
Hell yeah.
This thing was so cool. So this car is for sale, private party out of Birmingham, Alabama. It's got 16 hours left on it. This is a 51,000 mile example. Obviously, it comes with the 6-speed transmission. It shows no accidents or mileage discrepancies. It's 18-inch wheels, came factory, sunroof, heated Koenig front sport seats, and the monsoon sound system, which at the time was pretty good, you know. So a little bit of information here. It was launched for the 2004 for the American market. So this is an early example there. It started out as the quickest and most powerful evolution of the 4th gen Golf. This was the best Golf for sure. And it was the first production car to come with the dual clutch for the ones that came with that. So again, this comes with a 3.2 liter V6 rated at 240 horsepower and 236 foot-pounds of torque. Output is sent to all 4 wheels, kinda, via this 6-speed transmission and Volkswagen's 4Motion permanent all-wheel drive system.
Yeah, this car was definitely light years ahead of everything Volkswagen had made prior to this. That VR6 generation engine still in use today. In my second gen Cayenne manual has basically this same engine in there, and they're still using them. It is just a wonderful powertrain. Sahan, I'm going to nerd out on you. I think the DSG was in the Mark V, if I remember correctly, but someone in the interwebs can
I
check
was
us on
reading
that.
the Cars and Bids.
I know. That's why I was kind of surprised by that.
I didn't know that it came with a dual clutch.
I don't think they did.
Right?
Yeah, I'm almost 100%. I would go 99% that this car was only in a manual.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'll make it 100.
Yeah, there you go. Gary was there. He knows. All right.
Cars and
he
Bids
was alive
alive.
Yeah. I mean, I think the reason why this is on the list is because we talked about that rally car, right? The Golf, Rallye.
Yeah.
This is so much better
John,
car.
wait a second here.
Yeah.
Cool car.
And
All right.
there is something here. It says that it was the first car equipped with a dual clutch, though the only gearbox available in the United States was the 6-speed.
Boom. All right.
There you go.
That's the
We
info.
all get to be right. Look at that. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, who would want that stupid DSG though? I mean, the
totally.
6-speed is the only way to go on these. These were so cheap for a while. Our good friend Zach, my longtime friend, friend of the show, he bought his son one of these. He put it in.
Well, I was just,
mud.
you stole my thunder.
Oh, well,
I was
there you
gonna be
go.
like, if I had a teenage son, this is exact car car I would buy him.
Yeah.
Like if he was 17, I'd be like, this is the car you're getting.
Well,
It's
Zach
sick.
bought it for him back when they were like $12,000. They're not that anymore.
What is it running at now?
And he put it in a
Where's
bush.
it at? Yeah, and he put it in the field. Kill the clutch.
Oh, yeah. Well.
So this car currently is at $32,000
Whoa.
with 16 hours remaining, and that's on 14 bids.
What was it? I'm sorry to interrupt, but what was it new?
12.
12?
New?
No,
No,
it
these were
was more than
probably
Yeah,
25,
40
25?
grand.
Okay,
yeah.
40 grand. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of
Okay.
their most expensive cars at the time, I feel
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because at that point the Corrado was gone, you know, and everything. I mean, it was all right. What do we
badass.
think it's gonna go for? What did you say it's at right now?
It is at $32,000 on 14 bids with 16 hours remaining.
32 grand to go. Let's see what Classic says. That they say this is only a $27,000 car, which really surprises me. These have definitely been skyrocketing. I would definitely want this car over that Rallye Golf, even though the Rallye Golf was probably more collectible and everything. I think this is the perfect car to pair with a classic 911. If you have a G-body,
Yeah.
you know, an SC or something like that, and you want a modern car to go with it, you know, I think this is, no offense, Gary, I think this would be the better car than a 997 or a 996. You know, I think you don't have to worry about all the nonsense that comes along with 997 ownership, even though Gary's is a .2, so he doesn't have to really deal with the IMS issues or bore scoring as much. You know, but a 997.2 with a manual is going to cost you $80,000 now or more. Whereas this car could probably be had in the high 30s, low 40s. I'm going to be pretty strong on this car. I'm going to go, actually, you know what? I'll give you Deeb's bid because I think he did give us a bid. Yeah, Deeb said 36,000. I'm going to go above him and go 39,999 and hand it off to Romi. What do you think?
I really like this car. I like everything about it. I think it's cool. I would love to buy it for someone. You know, it's just the coolest thing ever. I'm going to say 37.5.
37.5. There it is. What's your number, Sahand?
Man, that's a lot of money, and this car is still slow, as cool as it is.
Well, it's slow for you and I.
And it's front wheel drive, really. Like if you've been in these, it says
They're
all
still
wheel drive.
torque-steer.
It's really front wheel drive. Despite that, this car seems to be doing very, very well, and people are excited about it being, unmodified and seem like fairly low mileage, I guess, for the year, 51,000 miles. Let's go 36.9.
Ooh.
36.9. All right, Gary, last position. What do you think?
Well, I own the Audi counterpart to this car. The A3 3.2
Okay.
four-wheel drive, and it did use all four wheels. And it was, sorry, JP, DSG, but it was the only option in 2006. It was bulletproof, never had a problem with the car, and it hauled ass. I mean, it wasn't exactly slow. I could see this because of the manual really fetching some good money because the cars drive really well. They handle wonderfully. You got a lot of room in them. There's
Yes.
a lot of pluses to them.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna slide in right at like 39,750.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that's a good bid.
All
We'll
right.
see.
You're getting nerded. You're getting
Really
nerded.
cool car. All right, guys, let us know what you think of the R32, and let's move on. We still got time for more cars. What's the next
Let's
car?
do it.
All right. We have on cars and bids a 2012 Porsche 911 Carrera S Coupe with 26,500 miles. This car comes to us via New Orleans, Louisiana, from none other than Carbine Motorsports.
Yay.
Yay, herp.
So this is a 991.1, it seems.
Nice car.
It is window sticker provided in the gallery. This is a Carrera S, Premium Package Plus, Sport Chrono, 20-inch Carrera Classic wheels, Sport exhaust, which I know the guys all like because then they don't have to go buy an aftermarket exhaust.
Yeah.
I've actually heard that people are going and trying to get Porsche to install Sport exhaust. Despite the cost here is ridiculous. It's heated steering wheel, Bose surround system. Selling dealer reports no notable modifications.
This is a really clean car sold by a very reputable seller, friend of the show, Chris Carbine. This car may not be as exciting as the manual version, the PDK. Look, if you're going to do a PDK, you have to get an S.
Yeah.
You got to have that 3.8 liter. The 3.4 and the 991 is anemic, and especially with a PDK, it's just awful.
Yes.
Whereas in this car, you really don't feel the extra weight that transmission is adding to the car. They really are lovely. If you don't want that third pedal, if you could live without having the third pedal, this is a great way to go. Romi, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the car. It's clean, and Chris is representing it, so it's going to be good. And PDKs just give you everything that you don't want usually, so they're a pain. So I think, but the S, I agree with you. The S is going to make it better, and it's a nice car. I really like it.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
Sahand, what do you think?
So just to reiterate, this car's got 1 day left, currently at 54,500. I don't know how I feel about 991s, to be honest. That being said,
How do you mean?
well, this car feels like a commuter car to me. At least
True.
like my use for this car, use case for this car would be, if I have the money, I'm buying this and I'm driving it to commute because it's a cool car and it's comfortable. It's got a PDK. I can sit in traffic. I don't know that I would get the driving experience that I'm looking for from a 911 on the back roads, just personally. Not that it doesn't give that experience for others, but me personally, this would not be the driving experience that I'm looking for on the back roads. But it would be a very nice date night car.
Sahand, I think you'd be surprised.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I don't. Does this one have Sport or Sport Plus? I was looking.
It's
for
got sport exhaust.
I know it's got Sport
It's
exhaust.
got the
They have
premium
Sport
package
Plus.
I think if you started
Yes, premium Sport Plus.
Yeah.
Yes, on
Yeah.
this thing.
if you
will-
started whipping into the corners.
These things are magnificent in the back roads. And that's where the PDK kind of comes alive. As much as I don't like PDKs, that's when they're actually useful, is when you're going fast. They corner amazingly. They feel like
But is it
997
fun?
GT3s. What's that?
But was the GT3 more fun yesterday,
No.
or was the old car more fun?
You're alluding. You're going right into what I was going to say. The problem is that car is going to do all the work for you. An old car, you're going to drive it. You're going to have to manhandle it. You're going to have to make it happen.
Yeah.
This car is going to do it all for you. But if you're a decent driver, not crazy, you're a decent driver, the reward in this car would be great.
Yeah,
Because right.
Yeah, Sahand, I think you have to drive one before you really make that condemnation. I think you'd be surprised how good these are off on the back roads.
We were a little bored in the GT3. I must be honest.
No, I hear you. But that's because you were stuck behind a 930 driven by me on the twistiest road there was. If you were in front,
JP,
you
it's
wouldn't
true.
have been bored. You'd have been your hair butt
It's
would
true.
have been
Like
on fire.
we were doing like 45 when you were
Right.
driving, and when I did it alone, we were doing 70 to 80.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Almost
This one has
twisties,
Sport
the
Plus
twisties.
with sport suspension. Holy shit, this thing's good off road. Or not off road, but
Off-road?
on the,
Oh my
you
God,
might
you're gonna
wind
drive
up.
me into
You
that,
might wind
actually.
up off road.
You
if
might
you
want.
don't
Yeah,
be careful.
I'll take it off road.
All right. A 911 with PDK and an S. Gary, you know what these are like. You have the 997 version. What do you think of this car?
I think it's great. PDK saved me when I had my left knee replaced. If I'd had a manual, I'd have been out of the car for 6 months. I love it, and it can actually outdrive me. So, but I'm old. But this is a great car, and they will hustle with anything out there.
Look at that. It comes with binoculars, too. All right. What will this car bring? Classic.com says the 991.1s. Where is it? This is a 2012, so this is first year. Are worth about 70 grand with PDK. Deeb's coming in at 80 grand. This is a very low mile car. Look, a lot of people are liking the 991s because of the last of the 3.8 liter, too. When you get in the .2s, then you're talking about 3 liters with turbos and stuff. I'm gonna get close to Deeb. I'm gonna go $78,000 because it has so few miles. I think that's what's gonna make this car, cross.
How many
the finish
miles are
line.
on it?
20 something.
It's
26, I think.
Yeah,
26,
so under
5.
30,000 miles.
Yeah,
that's
it's a low
that's
mileage car.
great.
And it's super clean.
Yeah.
It's a doctor dentist car.
Did anybody hear what my bid was? I need to write it down.
20. You said what did he say?
I said like 79,000 or 78,000. I'm going to say 78,000. If I not right about that. I'm gonna say 78,991. There, it's written down. If that's not actually what I said, too bad. Sahand, what's your bid?
I mean, this is obviously a super clean example, and it has, I think, all the sport chrono and the exhaust and all that is gonna do a lot of lifting for it. So let's go 79,991.
Man, this is a tight grouping here. All right, Gary, last word. What do you, wait a minute. Did we give Romi a shot? We didn't give Romi a
whatever.
shot. What's your shot? What's your number? Go for it.
It's got wheels and it's got doctor written all over it. 77.
77. All
Doctor can
right,
afford it.
Gary, now's your number. What's your number?
Well, since my brother's just sold for 90 grand.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to go 84.
84.
Nice. Whoa. Gary's got the inside track
Gary,
here.
yeah.
He's cheating.
And his
You're so cheating, PCA guy.
he sold his for 90K, and it has 31,000 miles.
Oh man.
And it's spec'd exactly like this one is.
What's the color combo? This is
Silver and black, I think.
His
no.
silver
What was your brother's?
white and black.
White and black. Okay, so neither one are particularly exciting colors.
It did have the Aero kit on it, but that's the
the
wing
Aero,
and-
that brings a lot of money. The Aero kit actually brings a lot.
Does it really?
On
Yeah.
Porsches, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Factory
What
Aero
was
kits are
what
cool.
was
I
his
should
year?
win in every time then.
Gary, what year was his?
His was a 13, so it was a
year
little bit newer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're still the last of the analogs.
Yep. Exactly.
That is true.
All right, guys. I think we are out of time. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Everybody, shout out to our buddy Michael Deeb, hoping that he's feeling better
Get
and
better,
we'll be
Deeb.
back.
Yeah, Deeb.
Don't get better, Deeb.
Deeb, fix that nerd.
That is it.
Next
All
time I'm
right,
going to charge you for subbing in.
Rami.
I
Thanks
thought you
for,
already charged me.
thanks for being here, Rami.
Absolutely,
Sahand,
DB.
safe travels back to the Bay Area. Gary, thanks for making it down. And did you finish your Hippie Sips?
I did, and hopefully I'm not banned from the future because this has been a lot of fun.
Well,